Okay, hold on just a second.
That's why.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I want to thank you guys for stopping by for another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I want you guys to take this opportunity to share this across your circle of influence. I'm going to move really quick today because I have a very special guest that's chiming in from Nigeria, and we're having connection problems. So I want to go ahead and get him up so he can share with you guys. Um, so, for those that do not know who I am Angela Thomas Smith, the founder of AALAC, the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign. I'm also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, with my desire is to bring awareness to brown authors all over this world and to touch on topics that's affecting our brown community. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my guest so that he can share with you guys because of the time difference and connection issues. Please bear with us. And I see now that there are definitely some connection issues. We're trying to get him on, so hopefully he'll be able to come on. He just dropped off, and we've been having problems all morning trying to get him on. He's gonna come back on, but for those that do not that have not been following me, he is a comedian out of Warres, Nigeria. He does a lot in his community with youth. Right now he's at school, and he was trying to get away from the noise, so it may have disrupted his internet connection because, of course, y'all know that in the continent of Africa, they are still a little behind time. Their technology is not as advanced as ours. So there's a lot of connection issues when it comes to being able to connect with them. So I do count it an honor and a privilege to be able to connect with them and to bring them on. I see that he is back, so I'm going to bring
Yeah,
him up. Hopefully we can
I'm listening
connect.
now.
There he is. There he is. There he is. So hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, so like I was explaining to them that we were having some connection problems. Before we run into that problem again, I want to give you the opportunity to share with those that are tuned in just a little bit about yourself. Share who you are and exactly what do you do.
Okay, it's a privilege to be here. Yeah, my name is Jude White, and I'm a comedian, an actor, and also a content creator. And I'm into gospel comedy also. I base more on the gospel stuff. Yeah, in the comedy career, I learned how to touch lives and girls within my vicinity. Most of them are into something they are not supposed to do. But when I'm on stage, I do call them, although they're always angry for me to call them on stage where people are. I say it's a normal thing for me to do that because one, it's my attitude and a privilege for me to stand on stage to tell you what you're not ought to do as a young teenager and as a person. So this comedy has brought me so far to places I was supposed to minister to. I've been in the church. I've used some things going wrong in the church. There are some people, the way they pray in the church, most times the angels always get angry. How you be in church, you now owe a shell, like start hitting the shell on the wall. Like God, I need your favor, I need your counter. That's not favor. That is called controversy in the house of God. So I do minister in schools too, like my comedy stuff in schools. Yeah, I have a lot of fans in my school that love my comedy stuff because of what I do. Also, then in terms of acting, in my acting is also a video. It's a content that will tell you what to do, tell you how life is, just like telling you what how your environment is, tell you about things that's going wrong and things that is not supposed to be done. Like the last video I created is how girls and boys relate to each other. Boys are not fluent in English. They don't know how to hate the girl like that's normal. But a boy won't do that. A boy won't see a boy and say, I love you. It's not acceptable to boys. So most of the video I do is to give hello, can you hear me? Is
I
to
can
give
hear you.
advice to those who have not been in the industry. You can hear me now. Yeah, I create content to impact on people. Yeah, I don't just create content. That's why I don't easily post my content. I create content that also lead to an advice and also help people later in the future. Yeah, I remember the COVID-19 when I did a video when Ben Ike was the one that videoed me. He was the one that captured the event for me. That video is about Corona in church. How some preacher will just come, start preaching without having the faith on them, without having the word in them. You start preaching, Corona is not deadly, but you don't have the faith in you. The- As a Christian, also, if you have the faith in you, you are supposed to do all things, even when you're in terms of the situation, you're in the middle of the situation, you have to know what to do. But some just say it because they like to say it. Some just say it because they are ought to say it, but they don't carry out the activity which they ought to. So what I understand about myself, I want to create. I'm a content creator that creates something that will affect lives around me. I don't just create content. And most of my words I do say always trend. If I say a word today in an occasion, when someone see me tomorrow, look at this guy that said the stuff. This guy says so and so stuff. And when they think into the word, it's very, 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 very understandable and very, very matured for them to understand that look at what this guy is doing. Look at what this guy is doing. Yeah. Anyway, what, ma?
And how old are you? And how old are you?
Anyway, what?
How old are
Can you hear
you?
me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm
How
21
old
years
are
old.
you? You're 21. You said you're 21.
Can you
I'm
hear me?
sorry. How old are you? You can't hear me? So he is frozen. I guess I want to say he said he was 21, but I'm not sure if he said he was 21 or not. But just the fact that he is young and decided to dedicate his life
I'm
to
21, 21. I'm
yeah, he
21
said
years old.
21. So what I was saying was to be
Can you hear me
21
now?
and I can hear you and doing all the things that you're doing to impact your community. Um what made you decide
Yeah.
that this is how you wanted to impact your community? What made you not say, okay, I want to take my talent and become a rapper or become something else, but you decided to take your talent and use it for the glory of God? What made you come to that decision?
Hold on.
That's the one thing about trying to connect with our brothers and sisters in the continent of Africa. It's
Okay,
always something with
can hear you now.
internet. It's always something with technology.
Someone was calling me just
Yes,
now.
I can hear you. I can hear you. You can go ahead and share. I want you to share with the listeners how you are making a difference in your community, how you are taking your
Hello?
gifts and giving how are you taking your gifts and giving back to your community and those that are around you, the youth that are around you? How are you impacting their lives? I think we froze up again. There's definitely some technical issues. Like always when I try to bring my brothers and sisters on from the continent of Africa, there's always some type of connection problem, whether it's the internet, whether it's the data. There's always complications to try to keep them from being able to connect with their counterparts across the world. Um, did not know that they were on shared electricity, and they have to buy data like they have to buy data their for themselves. But we're not gonna give up. We're gonna continue
Okay,
to
ma.
fight past this. I'm still here. I'm still here. So again, I
Okay.
want you to share.
Yeah, can you see me now?
I'm here. I can I was seeing you, but I can't see you now.
No. One more time.
See how busy the enemy be when they be trying to distract us and keep us from connecting. I tell you, this young man is definitely making a difference in his community. So I really wanted to share him with you guys. We're gonna keep pressing until
Okay.
he can get on here. Y'all know I don't stop, I don't quit. So I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you now. Okay. There are a lot of
Okay.
people on the stream, right? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you. I want you to continue to share about what you're doing in your community. And then I want you to share how people can connect with you. How can people connect with you? You froze. We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Okay.
You froze. I tell you, it must be something very, very important that this young man needs to share with us because the enemy is really busy with this internet today. He keep freezing up, but nevertheless, like I said, there's always issues when it comes to connecting with our brothers and sisters across the waters in the continent of Africa, and you wonder why things are so far behind as far as with their connection, and this is the 21st century and we're supposed to evolve so much. Why is it still so many connection problems with trying to get them on? He has dropped off again, y'all. We've tried, we've been persistent, we've tried really hard to get him on today, but there's definitely some issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Hopefully, we'll be able to work out those issues, and maybe we'll be able to get him back on at a later date. Hopefully, I won't have these issues with my next guest because she's also coming from Nigeria, a different part, but she's also coming from Nigeria. If you guys would come back at 1 p.m., I'll have her on live with me. Thank you guys that tried to endure, but just wasn't possible today. We pressed, we pressed, we pressed, but it just wasn't meant to be today. But thank you guys. Love you.